Hi guys, we're taking a look today at our quiz from last week, so going over the problems on that and discussing what I have seen. So first problem said A1 is 4, so actually we can fill in one blank already. And then we're trying to find A sub 2. So notice this is actually defined recursively, so if I'm trying to find A sub 2, it's going to be equal to 4 times A sub 2 minus 1. Well, that's 4 times A sub 1. And then I'm adding 1 to it. So I would have 4 times 4 plus 1, which is 17. If I want to find A of 3, notice I'm going to use my equation. I take 4 times A sub 3 minus 1. Well, that's A sub 2 plus 1. So I would have 4 times 17 plus 1, which ends up being 69. And there the process will just repeat. If you needed to see that, you can let me know. But I'll go ahead and tell you what those answers would be. All right, number 2. So first off, we need to decide, is this arithmetic or geometric? And we can see we're multiplying by 5 every time. And again, there's several ways that I can write the explicit formula. I'm going to use the fact the first term is 1/5. So A of n will equal 1/5 times r, and it'll be raised to the n minus 1 since this is 1. Recursive is always about what am I doing to A of n minus 1 to get A sub n. So what am I doing to the previous term here? I'm multiplying it by 5, but I also have to include a term of that sequence. So together that makes the recursive formula. Okay, next problem. It says it's arithmetic, so I need to find the common difference. Again, I have 2 points here, so I can find the common difference by changing y over changing x, which gives me 2. I'm going to use the fact that 5, 6 is an ordered pair, and I'm going to use the explicit formula, which is the same as point slope. So A sub n minus 6 will equal D times 2 times n minus 5. Recursive formula is always about what am I doing to A sub n minus 1, the previous term, to get the term I'm on now, and every time here I'm adding 2. But I have to have some information about what I'm adding to 2, so I need another part of that recursive formula. Okay, number 4, and I'm going to work this one way. I am needing to find the missing term, and so this is arithmetic, so I know I'm needing to find the term in the middle, so I could find that by using arithmetic mean, and when I do that, I found that middle term is 11. From there, I could find the arithmetic mean again, find the arithmetic mean again. My other strategy is I could have found the rate of change. So I'm given 2 points. I could find that common difference, which is 32 over 4, so 8. And I could simply take negative 5 and add 8, then add 8, and then add 8. So either way you choose to do it, there's your equation. Okay, from here, I'm needing to find the geometric term, and again I have a geometric mean, the number in the middle. This time I multiply them together and take a square root because there's 2 terms. Well, those cancel, so I'm square root of 81, which is 9. Then I could take the square root again, but you have to be careful here. And I'll tell you why in just a second. You do have to be careful. Remember, I know the middle term. I don't know the second term, and I don't know the fourth term. I don't know if r is positive or negative, so actually these could be positive or negative. Then I could do the square root of 9 times 81 over 4. Or you could see that r is plus or minus 9 over 6, so it's 3 over 2. So either way, you can get that next term is 27 over 2. All right, turning over on the back, I need to find A sub 5. So the first thing I need to do, since this is arithmetic, is I need to find that common difference, or that slope, or that rate of change, however you want to go about doing that. So change in y over change of x leaves me a common difference of 3. I'm now going to try to find a sub 5, so I'm going to use point slope. So a sub 5 minus, pick either one of these you want, equals d times 5 minus, since I use 63, I would have to use 24 there. So a of 5 will equal 3 times negative 19 plus 63. So a sub 5 is 6. Okay, for my next one, I am given A1 and A3, so I can certainly find R here. I know that explicit formula, 4/3 will equal 3 times R to the 3 minus 1. So that's 4/9 will equal R squared. I take the square root. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 9 is 3. Leaves me with absolute value. And so I know the absolute value of R is really 2 pieces, and we'll talk more about that in the coming days. So that means R could be a positive or negative 2/3. So now that I have R, I can find a sub 6. A sub 6 will equal 3 times the plus or minus 2/3 to the 6 minus 1. So 3 times the plus or minus 2/3 to the 5th. And when I raise a positive to the 5th, it's a positive. A negative to the 5th is a negative. So I don't really know the sign of the 6th term. We'll just say it's plus or minus, and that's going to be 32/81. After knee surgery, you're jogging, and so for the first week, every day you jog 12 minutes. The next week is 18, and the next week is 24. And so we can see here that our common difference of 6, and it wants us to know how many weeks it'll take us to run 60. So we know the first week is 12. We're trying to find how many weeks until we run 60. We can use explicit formula. So 60 minus 12 will equal 6 times n minus 1. So 60 minus 12, gosh, excuse me, it's 48, will equal 6 times n minus 1. So 8 equals n minus 1, so n is 9. And don't forget, since this is an application problem, oh, you can't see it, I need to put weeks on there.